So Naruto charges this ginormous Rasen Shuriken looking like a whole star in the sky. Finna hit us with the before launching down the shooting star at Madara, who's still trapped in Hashirama's wood dragon, which is a crazy name by the way, but it's showing us that even in another life, he still can't hang with his dad. As the Rasen Shuriken comes flying straight at and into the Uchiha, leading all the NPCs to go and see what happened, knowing they can't do nothing to Madara anyway. We been saw how that went, as Naruto's Uber comes flying by to pick him up too. Except to sum up what the Rasen Shuriken actually did to Madara, just imagine me with your mom. Nothing. It did nothing. Because unlike you thugs, I'm a respectful young man. But anyway, since Naruto chooses now of all time to steal, thinking he JR, Hashirama gotta clutch up again, spamming down deity gates to keep this menace tied down. And if you go in and look at him, bro not even regenerating. Meaning the same attack that was one-shotting Kakazu and Pain Bodies don't even scratch this demon. So realizing he in a completely different tier than these bums, Madara does his sinister ass grin. It was a good series while it lasted, folks. But meanwhile, we see Sakon flying in with Naruto till they jump off and immediately start up a seal, sending tigers at Madara as he tells us that Naruto choosing to talk no jutsu Obito robbed us of seeing Sage Mode Madara versus 6 pass Obito, which is completely irredeemable. Like, do y'all understand how tough that fight would have been? One of the strongest and smartest niggas of all time trying to be the Temu Sage of 6 pass. Meaning we would have finally seen this man go all out. Cause I'ma be honest, he should probably lose. But you kinda need bro for the plot, so who knows what Kishimoto would have pulled out of his ass. But instead you're telling me we got talk no jutsu? Anyway bro, we go back to Obito getting completely covered in the Zetsu symbiote as the tiger bites down on Madara. But of course, they were too slow. Because then they cast the Rene Rebirth and Madara says he'll finally get to fight for real. Before smoke just blasts out, covering the screen until we see Madara looking down at his hand like, oh yeah, I'm back. Except thank God, it was not gonna be that easy. Because all of a sudden we see both of his Rinnegan start to slowly crumble away, leaving him with straight black like a Dr. Umar meet and greet. Before he gets sniped with flames like somebody started reading the Bible around King Von, making bro turn around hitting us with the side eye. But with no eyes. This might be one of the first times I've seen delusional aura forming, as we see the prince himself pulling up on an Uber, cooking his as Madara sits here enjoying the flames like a woman taking a shower, just having the time of their life getting cooked alive. Until we see him drop off his clothes and armor too, making me think Hashirama pulling back up. But instead, now he is flame free, meaning now would be the perfect time to shoot him again. But instead, he gives us a yap session, flexing his Hashirama tag right in front of the inspiration, before he bites his own wrist, squirting out ketchup and then clapping his hands together, while Hashirama sit here frozen in awe, since them ride back shots he took got him stuck. Until Madara rushes in, smacking Naruto, giving bro MJ levels of hang time, leaving side dumbass sitting here shook. And I don't even gotta show y'all what happened to his trash ass. But I will anyway, because Madara drifts in, hitting a beautiful 720 kick to the side, and they both go booming into the ground, leaving one person left that he puts into a nasty chokehold, thinking he the Undertaker, as he starts sucking out all of his chakra. This man has no shame. And we see he even absorbs all this man's Sage chakra. You know, the stuff that makes you able to fight with your eyes closed. Yeah, that. As finally Sasuke comes flying down, blitzing in, airballing a sword swing, before rushing in again, going 0 for 2 like Jimmy Butler in the finals. Before he spin back, spazzing, making Madara start breakdancing, until he put on a GoPro, letting us see Sasuke spamming the same 2 moves over and over again, looking like part 1 Naruto, and Madara just weaving as effortlessly as possible, until Sasuke loads up, making Madara hit a Simone Biles level routine, flipping out of there, till Sasuke presses him right as he lands, putting the sword straight through his bicep, and letting this psychopath just catch it like he feels no pain. You are not Nagato. Until we hear this man say that he can sense that Sasuke has a Mangekyo Sharingan, which honestly is a little too crazy for me to even believe. Except then he says he can sense the pattern of the Mangekyo he got too. Like bro, what the fuck? No wonder he couldn't beat that man Hashirama. Bro got powers that literally don't even make sense. What do you mean you can sense the pattern in my eye? But to make it worse, then he says that he might have to take Sasuke's eyes, just until he gets his back, which honestly makes so much sense that we know it's not gonna happen. But speaking of Oz, we go back to see Zetsu going for Obito's Rinnegan before almost getting jumped, begging him attach himself to the victim, giving them no way to clap him unless They clap Obito too, and that's a two-man I would not want to participate in. As we go back to instead of robbing bro, Madara proposes to Sasuke that they team up as Uchihas, not realizing he just got done teaming up with the superior Uchiha a little while ago. So he disrespectfully says no, leading him to blast a crazy fire jutsu, sending Naruto into the air as he just disappears, somehow not getting caught by Sasuke before something booms by the army, until we see Madara just step on the body, starting to absorb the Nine-Tails chakra from him, just up here chilling. As we get one of the cleanest face-offs in the series, Madara vs. the world. Except the NPCs waste no time getting their trash asses out the way, leaving us with the big boys, the tail beasts vs. the ghosts of the Uchiha. Until Madara launches himself, coming straight at Gaara before they spawn in hella sin. And Shukaku blows crazy, letting Madara catch more rounds than Mia Khalifa. Except unlike her, Madara says it lacks in finishing power, as he goes flying back in like nothing happened before Gaara does something, freezing bro in his tracks, as we go in to see sand in his bloodstream, about paralyzing him, setting him up for the easy lob as Madatabi pops in and smacks bro like a home run, sending him bouncing off Isebu and into the ground, and then the air like a damn squib kick, as we see Goku in the air charging up and kick him in right back down to Koku, who headbutts him, putting bro higher up than Snoop Dogg, until Tomei goes flying by, smacking him down into this nasty ass mysterious liquid. Like goddamn! They just hit this man with a 16 hit Storm 4 combo. Had him bouncing around like a damn pinball just to end up in whatever this freak just secreted on the ground. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta look at you a little different, cause I definitely know somebody who would not get done like that. But then we see Shukaku Sense of Sand pouncing on a Madara and starting up the Grand Sand Mausoleum that we all know is not finna work. Except the seal closes and Shukaku says bro will never get fresh air again. So hey, maybe I'm wrong. Y'all know better. Because then out pops the Susanoo sword, slicing through enough for it to start pulling itself out, leaving all the beasts looking at it in pure disbelief. And I don't even blame him, because now you telling me bro can use his Susanoo without eyes? More specifically, the Sharingan? Alright bro. Kishimoto clearly is picking favorites, as we see the Susanoo jump up and go flying over everyone, landing way back here, before we see him say they all finna get collars because they are not escaping. And at this point, I believe about everything this man say. He got more plot armor than Naruto. And speaking of, he pops up in KCM2 blowing his back out and spiking bro into the ground as all the tail beasts come running forward like fat people running for some free food, as they all one by one get their tails ready before destroying this man with a 9-in-1 special attack like some men's body wash. Except Kurama says that they were close, probably meaning they didn't 100% get him, as you see his arm go flying across the sky before Madara himself lands and goes sliding back, standing up like a damn superhero entrance, until out of nowhere that freak Zetsu starts appearing from the ground, lifting his arm that Madara slices off with no mercy like a damn psychopath, before just attaching it to himself like he a Barbie doll or something. And then we see him put in his new Rinnegan, showing off that top tier plot armor yet again, because his ass was just getting tossed around like a salad, and you telling me right then and there at that perfect timing, Zetsu was able to find the Rinnegan that was hidden away. And obviously he didn't just, oh, I know where it is, Madara, let me go get it right now, because he would have had it as soon as Madara revived. But I digress. As we see this Orochimaru variant start licking his own ketchup and then just bust out laughing like a maniac, until like the crackhead he is, he just locks back in and then spreads some on his hand and smacks the ground, starting a summoning. And we see the whole ghetto statue come out of Obito. And since this is not part 1 no more, Demon Kakashi wastes 0 time trying to calm me bro right back out of there before it just poofs away as it appears on the battlefield, but with his right arm missing, leading us back to Obito as we see Zetsu going for his Rinnegan too, except he stops because Obito could not let that happen. Bro is a S tier gatekeeper, I gotta respect it, as he even tells Kakashi to destroy it, so there's no chance Madara gets the double Rinnegan stat boost. So instead, Madara goes jumping onto the statue where he cast Limbo, one of the most OP attacks in the series. I don't care what you gotta say. But while we're here, this means Madara bringing down meteors was either just a regular ass ability, which is insane, or Kishimoto just gave bro multiple Rinnegan abilities, which at this point, I wouldn't even doubt. But so now out of nowhere he smacks Madara, Goku, Sasuke, Isubu, Kokoro, Chome, Shukaku, Gyuki, and Kurama, getting his get back for that combo they got off earlier. You know bro wasn't letting that slide, putting all they big asses on the ground from one punch. Bro might be Saitama. Until he starts up another jutsu, shooting out the chains from the ghetto statue. They go wrapping around every single tail beast one by one with about damn negative difficulty. And at this point, they asses is grass because ain't nobody else coming to save the day. Like I dead ass have no idea where Sasuke's scary ass is at. But ducking the fade is crazy, as we then see him start pulling in Gyuki and Kurama until we find out that he gotta take them in order, giving them a little bit more screen time. Shout out Kurenai. So we see Gaara sitting up some hands, grabbing the chain, getting Shukaku in his feelings a little bit, realizing somebody might actually care about his ugly ass. So because of that, then we see Madara load up his Susanoo, just having no mercy, and launching Magatama beads that Shukaku blocks from hitting Gaara. Meaning they should be good, right? Wrong, nigga. This is the plot armor king we talking about. Because somehow the beads start spinning, going cutting through the chains around the sand arms before just reattaching around them like nothing happened. Like Kishimoto, relax! At this point, it's looking like you finna have the baby. Every 2 minutes, you pulling out a brand new ability out your ass just to save this man. As we see the bead even smack Gaara up out of there, before we see all the tail beasts each getting dragged away until Gyuki cuts off a tail and Naruto goes flying back inside Kurama, making him start to tell Gaara up playing. But just look at bro's face. He is not built for it. I'm not relying on nobody who looking at me like this in this kind of situation. As eventually, Naruto goes flying out of the avatar, making his heart thump. And it seemed like that it's all but over until Gaara catches him out the sky, and we look over to see every single tail beast one by one be sucked into the ghetto statue, meaning that any chance they had of winning this is gone. Unless you think Sasuke actually finna stop ducking, but as we all know, especially me, the Uchiha most definitely do be ducking from phase. But anyway, we go back to Zetsu breaking his neck talking to Madara, cooking him for taking too long as we get some crucial info. Alright, come here, listen close. Black Zetsu's nickname is Wicked Tongue. What? Now hold that thought, hold on. White Zetsu's name is Wagging Tongue. What the f? And hold on, wait. Guess who invented these freaks? No. Madara Uchiha himself. I'm trying to tell y'all that man's a freak. He be trying to hide it with the ore forming, but that man's a freak. And we all know there is at least one person who do not stand for this tomfoolery, as Tobirama go in for the same move that bodied Madara's brother. But bruh, just look at the weave. Excellent flexibility combined with the impeccable foot placement, allowing an optimal counter advantage if he sees fit. As he knocks the kunai into the air, spawns in the rod, then airballs as Tobirama teleports. Set him up for the Minato special. Oh, that boy clean. Like father, like son, for real. Except, instead of watching that, we go to Gaara holding on to a barely breathing Naruto zooming across that sexy ass moon. Got me wanting to act up. Weird. But you know who else wanna act up? Not Tobirama, cause bro laying on the ground violated, looking like he took more back shots than Ichigo, as Madara fries him for letting these teenagers do all the work. And he low-key right. I did ask forgot bro existed because he been ducking for so long. But once again, I gotta ask, where is Sasuke? Literally 5 minutes ago he was pressing Madara, then bro jumped away, and we ain't seen that little since. Until ironically enough, we see this man just coasting through the air on his hawk, completely unnecessary because like I said, Madara jumped away. He ain't teleport or nothing. Literally Naruto was right there with him and he pulled back up like 2 minutes later. So I have no idea what bro has been doing. As we find out, it's because this geezer Hashirama wanted to give bro a lecture like this a college class before offering him some chakra and a jutsu for the freeski. Nice. As we go back to Madara lining up and sniping Tobirama in the forehead with another rod, just as a get back for his Uchiha brethren. But y'all know Tobirama was not taking that from his kind, as he spits out needle to get blocked with the Susanoo, as Sasuke jumps off his battle bus and comes flying down till his sword hits the ground and we see him just frozen in the air, leaving Sasuke perplexed. As Madara equips the sword, walking up to him, and shockingly enough, Tobirama tries defending Sasuke as Madara lines up the sword, going right into the Prince of the Uchiha. Meaning just like that, the Mickey Mouse run is over. Almost 700 episodes, and he dies to a simple sword through the chest by the ghost of the clan he's been trying to restore for the entire series. Ironic, isn't it? But the worst part is, it's not even over. Because then we see the Buddha statue loading up with this wannabe main villain Zetsu standing on top of it before he starts beating the ground until the right Kage pops up, bodying a hand before getting smacked and sent bouncing like Shannon Sharp on LeBron. Until we see that May trash ass getting waxed too, but that don't even surprise me. All that matters is my GOAT down here ready to clutch up again, and man oh man, I got something. But then it loads up every single chakra nature, which is honestly crazy because I thought bro just threw hands. So Madara was fighting this demon and Hashirama at the same time like a madman. But back to it, hears and sees this and just makes shadow clones that cancels out all of the attacks, no problem. And peeking around the corner is Team Taka with the Orochimaru, who probably looking for his next victim right now. Until Karin starts tweaking, saying something happened to Sasuke. And at that same time, Kiba realizes something happened to Naruto, as Guard comes flying down in front of the medical ninja to get Sakura to help heal him, as they keep on flying. Before we go back to the ghetto statue disappearing and Sasuke face planting into the ground. But just like the good old days, he gets a flashback of Itachi, making him try to get back up and falls back down. But he starts crawling in such a pathetic display that Madara just walks off as Sasuke lies against the rock as an homage to Obito, just fighting to survive, with Sakura trying her absolute hardest to save Naruto. But it's looking like it won't be enough.